Alright guys, and welcome to episode 15 of this Tottenham Hotspur career on FIFA 19. Alright, so last episode we ended things off with potentially losing both our first choice left back and right back. So this episode might involve trying to scramble to bring somebody in. We'll have to wait and see what happens with those Trippier and Rose deals. For now though, we're just going to concentrate on games, and this one is pretty much exclusively cup action. If we have a look at the calendar, we'll start the episode. Remember, it's only 2 games because we are in a transfer window. So we start this one with the first round, well, the third round really, but the first round for us at the FA Cup. We have got Brighton away, so a game that should be winnable, but again, it's me. And then we have the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I believe this is the first game. Yep, second one's in 2 weeks' time, well, 2 weeks after first. I don't know if we're home or away, but we are drawn against Everton in semi-finals of that, and I want to get to the final and I want to win the Carabao Cup, because that first season at Liverpool on FIFA 18 when we did his career mode, pretty crap, weren't it? We didn't win a single thing. So winning Carabao Cup early will be a sign, hopefully, things to come with this Spurs team. We have got some players on transfer over, as you can see. We've got Pereira from Leicester, Mendy from Lyon, Sarachi from Leipzig, and Odriozola from Real Madrid. Just 4 players that we are considering, still waiting for scout reports to come back, etc. Just want to get an idea of the value rather than their overall stats. Obviously we've got Luke Shaw coming in on a free for next season, and we have got Ben Davies, so the left side isn't as much of a priority as the right side, but it just depends on whether I want to bring in somebody that's better than Aurier, or whether I want to promote Aurier to that first choice right back and have somebody that's a bit of a backup for him. But Pereira and Odriozola are both probably first choice quality already, so it just depends on money. We've got to wait to see what happens with them Trippier and Rose deals as well, because that's the money that we're going to have to play with, more or less. For now though, we are going to crack on with this episode and play that first game in the FA Cup against Brighton. I have gone strong with my team. I don't want to take any risks. I haven't played like the youngsters or like that. I have put what I consider a strong team out. Hopefully that'll do us a favour. Player to watch, Harry Kane, 2 goals in previous match. That's because we had to bring him on in a panic at end, didn't we, when we were 1-0 down against Cardiff. With this Brighton team then, Matty Ryan in goal, Montoya, Jedvaj, decent signing, Dunk and Plattenhart. Yeah, that's a pretty strong team. They've got Tielemans. When did Brighton sign Yuri Tielemans? Wow, that is a cracking signing. Could our line up then? Pretty strong, I think you can agree. Kane with Dybala in behind, Martial and Son out wide. Wanyama partners Eriksen in middle. Vertonghen and Alderweireld. See, we are playing Aurier and Davis. We are preparing for life without Rose and Trippier. Lloris turns to goal as well, returns in goal as well, after Horn played in that last match. Alright, we need to get as far as we can in the cup. Oh, Dybala, I was just about to congratulate you then for a job well done. Well done, Martial, though. Eriksen's making a nice run. We dink that over the top for Martial, and he is chasing. Oh, Matty Ryan tips it off at bar with that shot from Kane or Eriksen. And then he just sort of stands still. Lloris, why have you come all the way for that? What is it with my keepers being bonkers? Like last episode we conceded because Horn came all the way to get the ball. And then this one, Lloris is coming all the way to touchline. Vertonghen to Eriksen. We're looking for Wanyama. We do find Wanyama. Here's Kane. Oh, nice little move to Son. Can we backstick it? No, because we didn't have anybody at backsticking end. Oh, Son, what are you doing, mate? Eriksen for Davis. Trying to feed that into Kane. It didn't work. Locadia wins the header. Here's Izquierdo. Well done, Hugo. Only to Gross though, and this time Davis does get it away, and Dybala could be off. Oh, he is as well. He beats his man, and that is 1-0. Is it Eriksen? Ah, of course it's Eriksen. Who scores all our goals? Eriksen. Dybala showed great pace then. He's not exactly the strongest lad, is he? Good old Paulo Dybala. But he was strong enough to hold off his man with that first little jaunt past him. And Ericsson weren't going to miss from there, were he? He's scoring goals from outside that box. He ain't going to miss from inside it. Tell my defence to get back. Oh, Davis, what are you doing? And well done, Vertonghen. Tielemans showing great strength there. Ooh, well, that meant to be to Martial. I think it was meant to be to Kane. Big block by Davis. Fire that out wide to Son. Is he going to have the pace to beat his man? Oh, of course he is. Oh, and the strength to hold him off as well. Back stick. No. Oh, get in, son. Harry Kane. Third goal in 2 games. That's what we want to see. And we are going to celebrate in front of the Brighton fans as well, just to annoy him. Kane, so much space. Just gets up and above. As soon as Son shrugged off his man, showed great strength to do that. Kane don't miss headers like that, does he? 2-0 then. It's more like the start that we want to episodes. Oh, Paolo, mate. Is this where you're going to get a goal as well? No, it's not, because he got brushed off as he was trying to get into position to shoot. Vertonghen. Through middle to Alderweireld. Looking for Wanyama. Spots Dybala making a run. Dybala looks for Kane. Finds him. Oh, defender gets a block in. That could have been 3. We could have killed game off before half time if that had gone in. It is nearly half time as well. We are in injury time.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
Eriksen's going to shoot. Oh, off the crossbar. You knew that Eriksen was going to shoot then as soon as he found he's sending all that space. We have made a couple of tweaks to the formation. Well, there we go. I'll tell you about that in next half because ref blows whistle at break. 2-0 to Spurs. So as I was saying, we have made a couple of little tweaks to the formation and the tactics. We are still playing 4-2-3-1, but we have, oh, well done Dybala. Oh, Kane, he got blocked. It were a nice move and we should have a corner out of it unless it were an offside. Surely that took a bobble. Anyway, yeah, we have made a few tweaks. We are playing the central midfielders a little bit further forward than we were. Because technically they were sat in as defensive midfielders, which is no good when one of the two that you're playing there is Christian Eriksen. So we've made them central midfielders. We have also dropped the wide men back a little bit so that they are more wingers than inside forwards, but they are still set to cut inside. Dybala, nice turn. Finds Dybala again. Here's Christian Eriksen. Just to set his foot. Oh! Why Dybala? Why did you head that? That is the second time as well that Eriksen has hit the crossbar. Yeah, so we're now playing more with wingers that will cut inside rather than playing what's almost 3 up top. Hopefully that makes the difference. But that a shot. We are actually taking Dybala off now because we were getting a little bit tired and I want to try and keep him fresh since we've got another big game coming up. Dele Alli comes on in his place. We have tweaked that cam roll a little bit as well when we were making the changes. It's now got a proper free roll. So that explains why he's sort of running around all over pitch. Because he's got no limitations on where he's allowed to run. Martial set off here. Of course he gets in behind his man. We dink that over the top. Finds Ali off the bar again. That is the 3rd time we've hit the bar in this episode. Can Kane get his noggin to it? He can. I don't think Martial's going to get to that though. I think Dybala is probably going to suit the free roll quite well. Oh. What was that? It's got stuck under everybody's feet. See the replay of this. We get 2 solid blocks in. And then it just keeps cannoning off players' feet. There's Ben Davies again. And Son ain't going to beat anybody for that header, is he? Christian Eriksen. Every time ball comes to him from out there, I want to shoot. I can't stop myself from shooting. Forces a good save from keeper. Sent it the wrong side of Duffy. Don't matter though, ref blows whistle. That is the final whistle. We are through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Brighton 1, Tottenham 2. And there's the news that we have sold Danny Rose. Where's he gone to? He's gone to Roma. 13 million added to the transfer budget out of a total of 16.7, so that's not bad. Let's see what we'll be able to do with that money at some point. Do we go with a backup and use Davis as first team, or do we go with somebody who's first team quality and sort of sell Davis next window, maybe? Because we have got Luke Shaw coming in. We've got options, just don't know which one to take yet. And we can also confirm that Trippier's gone as well. 25.5 million added to transfer budget with Trippier's sale. So I think we definitely need to get another right back and probably a left back. I think it's time to have a look at some of them players that we have got on the old list. Now, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but when we want in a right back, why don't we try and bring back the right back that we only sold last season? We were the best right back in England for quite a while with Kyle Walker. I think he might be the answer to his problems. He's not got many skill moves, his weak foot is crap, his weak foot is crap, should I say. But he's just a fantastic defender, let's face it. He's 28, Trippier were what, 26, 27, but we are only probably playing a couple of seasons with this career mode. Why not go after Kyle Walker and bring him back where he belongs? I think that is what we are going to do. What's Pep going to want from us then? That's the question. I'm not going to offer pair swap, I'm just going to offer flat fee. It's valued at 21.5. I'm going to offer 23 and see what that does. 28.3 with 5% sell on clause. That's not bad money. And we're going to counter that though. If we can get that down to 25 flat, I'll be happy, because that's half what we sold him to City for in first place, more or less, I think. 26.7. You know me, I don't like paying big. Well, I don't mind paying big, but I don't like feeling like I'm getting ripped off. Let's try 26. There we go. Kyle Walker deal agreed. He might be returning to Tottenham. So let's try and negotiate with Walker. He is on a lot of money at City, so we need to hope that he's going to be prepared to take a pay cut. You know, is he going to be prepared to take a pay cut? He is going to be an important. If he asks for crucial, he can have it. He's happy with important. Length of his contract, he's 28. Let's offer him 4 years. Don't really matter, does it? Because I'm probably only playing 2 seasons anyway. He's happy with that. Disregard a release clause. He will take a pay cut. That's good news. Although he wants a thing for 10, a bonus for 10 clean sheets. That ain't happening. Let's try offer him a couple of grand more. We'll give him $1 million signing on bonus and see if that is enough. Kyle Walker returns to Tottenham, and with that done we can probably just remove Pereira from the shortlist, because we definitely don't need him anymore, and we might as well remove Odriozola as well, because he's another right back we don't need. So we're now just looking at left backs. On to game number 2 of the episode then, second and final game of this episode, because we are in a transfer window. This is the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Everton. We are at home as well, so we could do with making sure Everton don't score in this. It is Carabao Cup day then, and you can see we are at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which was built in the game but not in real life. Just read this morning as well that it might not be ready until March next year. Not ideal. There we go. Confirmation that Kyle Walker is making his player debut, his second debut. Obviously he played for us for about 8 years, but he is in the starting lineup for this one against Everton. Take a look at this lineup then. Lloris starts in goal, Walker, Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Davis. Frankie de Jong comes in place there, Victor Wanyama in midfield. partners Christian Eriksen. Other than that, pretty much unchanged. I think we did pretty well against Brighton in that last game. Didn't want to make too many changes. I'll look at the Everton team then. Pickford, Bellerin, Keane, Mina and Baines, McCarthy, Schneiderlin, Walcott, Gomez, Sigurdsson, Tossen. It's a strong team when you look at it. Fairly strong bench and all. Line up the same way we do. So it should be an interesting encounter. You've got to think Gomez might be the slight weakness in that team because he's not an out-and-out winger. Okay. We need to score and not concede. That's the aim of the game. Walker's first touch of the game finds Alderweireld. Oh, Dybala's footwork does note against Schneiderlin. He's not having any of it. Walcott finds Schneiderlin. Sigurdsson. Tossen. Finds Gomez. Gomez, the one that was saying I was saying we're a weakness. Tossen put it over in end, so it didn't matter. But at Davis, Marshall making a run. Lovely turn. Dybala. Is Son going to be offside? I've got a feeling he were. Maybe not. No, the linesman flag has stayed down. Son is not offside. That was just a brilliant piece of play. Marshall made a great run. Dybala with a little flick on end. And Son off underside at crossbar. Feel quite bad for Everton, really. But that was just really well worked goal. I'm quite impressed with myself. Dybala's off. And it's Son. We get across him before it goes out. We can. Kane gets to it but puts it over. De Jong. Oh, that was poor. Meant to be a flat pass and he went for almost a through ball, didn't he? And Walker does scramble that away and we could be off again. Here is De Jong. Sees Marshall making a run. Looking for Dybala. Finds him. Dybala looks for Son. Son strikes it. Big save by Pickford. Dybala makes it 2. At least I'm sure it was Dybala. Will it count? Looks like it's going to do. We have now got a 2-0 lead over Everton and the corner flag dies again. Paulo Dybala has looked lethal since we gave him that 3-roll. Like 3-roll roaming roll behind Kane. Yeah, he's not always where you want him to be, but he can pop up anywhere and that's what makes it lethal. Oh, poor Pickford. Took one to face. Marshall. Oh, what a cheeky back heel that were from Anthony Marshall. Cross this in. Is Son going to get to it? Puts it wide. It's nearly over. And there we go. Ref blows whistle. 2-0 Spurs at half time. Davis to De Jong. Eriksen. Out to Marshall. Dybala's off. And we dink this off at top looking for Son. And this time Son don't miss. That is 3. Young-min Son, you absolute beauty. I've just realised they've edited the way Son looks. He's actually got proper hair. Good header. I don't know why Son's scoring headers like, but cracking header nonetheless. There's Sigurdsson. Oh, Tossen's in. And straight at Lloris's hands. Go long. Well done, Son. And Dybala's going to get brushed off ball there. He's been good lately, but, you know, he didn't just develop superhuman strength overnight. Looking for Marshall in behind. Oh, come on. What are you playing at, lads? Well done, Kyle Walker. De Jong finds Son. Kane's going to be offside. And, yeah, Kane is offside. No point celebrating, lad. It don't count. He's only just spotted it as well. How long did he want to celebrate for then before he realised that he were offside? Oh, Dybala, well in, lad. Oh, Kane, what are you doing? I mean, it goes in end, but where has this form come from? It's like the entire team are suddenly in form. What's going on? Harry Kane makes it 4. Damn, how do we look like concede a goal against Brighton and then go 4-0 up against Everton? Son. Lumps for the cross. And Dybala gets to it, of all people. Okay. Tossin playing with back to goal. Looking who we can set in. Here's Meza. McCarthy. Back to Tossin. Walcott. Alderweireld stepping up. Tossin! Great save by Lloris. I mean, if Everton did get a goal now, fair enough. It wouldn't really matter too much, but still. Big save by Hugo. And scoop that away only as far as Tossin. He finds Walcott. Back to Tossin. Great block by Alderweireld, and in end the header is tame. There's Eriksson. Oh, nice little move. Has Dybala got the legs? No, he ain't. Don't matter though. Ref blows the whistle. We get the victory. Tottenham 4, Everton 0. Where the hell did that come from? We have been struggling so much lately. You can see from league table, like we're down in 7th. We have been really struggling lately, and then we perform like that. Anyway, that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Remember, we are in a transfer window, so only 2 games an episode. We have done some big business. Trippier has gone. Rose has gone. Kyle Walker has come back to Tottenham. Huge signing for right back. And we are progressed into the 4th round at FA Cup and 4-0 up in the semi-final at Carabao Cup. Pretty much couldn't have gone much better this episode, could it? Hopefully we can keep that going into the next one. But for now, guys, that is the end of today's episode, like I said. So if you enjoyed it, then you smash that thumbs up button. If you want to see how the season progresses, see how the other series we've got going on progress, then just make sure you smash that subscribe button. Social media links are in description below. Follow me on whatever you want to. And other than that, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you next episode.